And welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to go over a charged creeper farm and show you how to get all 3 mob heads in survival Minecraft on the console. So recently I changed out my charged creeper farm just slightly. We changed the floor and all the chambers to glass so you could watch the charged creeper go down. Before it was just a grass floor and some stone bricks and you couldn't see anything down there. So I also had my floor level, or my channel level, down 3 blocks, which the charged creepers were getting stuck in as they were going around corners. So I went ahead and raised that up while I was doing it. So as I was doing that, I hit a block that I shouldn't have with my haste 2, and that creeper fell in. He was one I previously had loaded in the system. So we're going to go ahead and get a creeper head to start with here. And this is what the new floor looks like. You can see from one end to the other. I like it. It wasn't too painful of a project. Yeah, this is way better than just guessing. I'd go wait at the little chamber where I'd blow them up for a few minutes and they wouldn't come, and one time I was dumb enough to actually walk into the chamber and come back through the canals, and there he was waiting right here at this little crossroads where they used to get stuck. And no problems this time. So if you build one of these, wherever you put the bottom of your water channel, make sure it's only a 2-block high gap so they can't try to swim up. One little tip for you. You're going to want to place some sand here and here to block off the water coming into this little chamber, and then hit this guy about 15 times with your hand. If you don't block off the water and this charged creeper goes off while it's in water, it's not like PC, where it will not do any damage to any entities or any blocks. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. One thing to remember as well, and of course I don't have any on me, is to re-put the half slabs back. I was put a skeleton in here at one time. Already had the charged creeper in. Come around to the front, no half slabs. He starts shooting me. I try to get out of his sight. He hits the charged creeper, aggroes him, and he blows up. It was a sad day. It was a waste of a charged creeper. Building this farm isn't really that hard. Just some blocks. I built mine mostly underground, so it was just some digging out. It's a bit of a grind to get all the creepers in there, and then it's quite a grind to try to get charged creepers. Another little tip for you, trick, is try to find you a plains biome that's surrounded by either desert, savanna, or a mesa. Places that it doesn't rain. This is not really an ideal place to build this, as I have all plains around me, birch forest, dark oak forest, and it makes getting the pinpoint lightning strikes kind of a pain. Oh, I got thorns 3 on my armor. We better change that real quick. Due to the bows, these guys are quite difficult to put in. Before the update, they were still difficult, and now they're even worse. They're faster, they strife back and forth, and they're like snipers with that bow. Of course, I'm not really trying to dodge them either. Then if you get too far away, of course, they stop looking at you. They stop their aggro. Come on, man, you're going to make this difficult on me, aren't you? I think I have around about 4 skeleton heads as it sits right now, and after this one, I don't think I'm going to get any more. Let's replace this before I forget. Alright, come on, follow me. They'll try to come around these pedestals here, these little pillars, so it's good to have, just in case Every time I've tried to put one of these in the system, these guys have all, typically they'll fall into the water on either side. And so I found that having these little pillars here, they try to come and find like that right there, and he goes right into the dang water. This guy's going to make it extremely difficult to put him in here. Now, before the update, it was a pain to get these guys out of the water. You're better off just killing them. But we're going to give it a shot. Oh, wow, he swam right out. Come on, buddy. So you still got to kind of come back and forth and let him see you. Otherwise, he's not going to come in. Keep him aggro. And watch your health. Don't shoot me off. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Did he go in? No, he fell off the side again. Oh no, he did come in. Sweet. Awesome. As a recommendation, I would throw your charge creeper in here first because they are name tagged. And so, after the end of this little clip here, I load the charge creeper up and he wasn't in there. So, how do you see me? Oh, translocation. It's... Ooh, backup. Ah, crap. How are we going to get this guy to go? That's a good thing I put glass in there instead of what I used to have hardened clay in the bottoms of these, but I didn't want stuff to spawn in them, so I just made them all glass while I changed the floor out. Let's... What am I gonna do? Let's think. Let's pull that back. Let's try breaking the piston. Maybe that'll work. Try to get it without getting him. He sees me and he wants to come after me. Oh, there he goes. Oh, hopefully I remember to put that piston back. Oh. That's odd that he could see it. Maybe he was seeing me through the piston, because it is a transparent block just like glass is. Right in he went. Well, like I was saying, we're going to come around here and we're going to see that the skeleton's not actually in this chamber after all that work. So I'll put your charge creepers in here first because they are name tagged. See, he despawned. Oh well, we'll block off this side and let's cut and wait till night and try to get another one in here. I don't know why I'm removing this. I'm just going to put it back. That's a little better distance. Move it a little forward. Right there, right as I begun the clip, you could see the top of my charge creeper farm. Just a little pixel art, nothing special. Now, we cut and waited till night. Saw a zombie down here. Let's see if we can find us a skeleton. Oh, there's a creeper. Should I load him? Nah, let's just kill him. We'll load this thing later. I'm not messing with it right now. Doesn't look like too much is over here. Let's go back. I don't want to get too far away. If it was a zombie or a creeper, that wouldn't matter, but these skeletons are a pain. As you saw in the previous clip. Now, I was saying earlier that building the charge creeper farm is pretty easy. I actually followed a tutorial by a YouTuber the name Cubfan135. I was also watching his Hermitcraft Series 4. I think I watched the first 16 videos. That's kind of when he started doing the deal. Come on, we found one. Hopefully he follows me down. Anyway, he built one on the server, and he actually has a tutorial on that video. It's very easy to follow, very straightforward. Jeez, you see how fast he runs down that? Quick feet. And the other things, like the creeper being in water, that was all done on creative before I actually made this farm. Jesus. Sorry, I'm getting distracted trying to get this guy in here. Anyway, I made this farm kind of uncreative when I was just messing around until I found CubFan's video, and then I built it on survival, got myself a charged creeper, disabled the autosave, started messing around with them. That's where I found out that you have to have the water in play, or have to remove the water. Come on. Oh, off the side again. How did he get me? Are you shooting through the blocks? You got some heat-seeking missiles on that thing? There we go. And these things are a pain. Learn from my mistake. If you want to build one of these, make sure you load your charge creeper first, or have another name tag with you. You could always name the entity. Be it a zombie or a skeleton. Come on, man. Don't make this any more difficult. Did he go in? Nope, there he is. Dang. Sorry about that. Got a cough that won't quit tonight. I don't know how he got back up there, but awesome. Don't shoot me off, please. Finally. And of course, you look at my hotbar, there's name tags right there. I could have easily named that skeleton. Stop moving, punk. Perfect. I've yet to blow up a charged creeper with a single mob in here. Why is this so difficult? Oh, I still got my iron armor on. How did we ever swim before Depth Strider? Anyway, as I've blown up a single mob in here, I've never had a problem. I've always gotten ahead. Place the obsidian real quick. Half slabs. It's a must. So the moon was still kind of high, so let's try to get us a zombie real quick. I actually think I've done it twice, or possibly 3 times, where I forgot them half slabs. Nope, we're done with you. Damn. I'm glad I took my armor off. I'd have easily killed that skeleton after all that battle. So here I go again, loading up a mob before I load the charged creeper in there. But that's okay, I got some name tags on me. I'll just name this one. Yeah, we still got plenty of nighttime left. Easy as pie on this time. On this round. Yeah, I better name tag them. I don't have much night left, so. To prep for this farm, I did a bunch of AFK fishing. And then as far as AFK goes, I AFK when I'm asleep, when I'm at work. And sometimes I wake up or get back from work and there's nothing in here, no charge creepers. Sometime I come in, there's 2 or 3. So, like I said, it's just not an ideal place where I built this one. We're going to have to get that cow out of there first. I did do some testing on this world with the disabled autosave. And drop multiple entities in there, a mob, a skeleton, trying to see if I could get a... I wonder if I can shoot him or get him. Yep, got him. That arm must have been what that creeper glitched through. Anyway, I dropped one of each mob in there, hit them all down, blew up the charge creeper, and I only got one of the mob heads. I remember watching a video from like IBX Toy Cat or one of them guys talking about 5 rare mobs in Minecraft, and he had a whole pit full of mobs. Had a charge creeper, got it in there, blew it up, and he only got 1 mob head. So before I built this, I was kind of sketchy about doing it if I'm going to do all this work to get 1 out of 20 mob heads. Like I said, I watched Cupfan's video and seen him do it, and the way he was doing it was just a single mob. I said, well, let's give it a try on this one. And as you've seen thus far, I get a mob head every time. This time we're going to go through the 1 wide slot instead of the digging out 2 pieces of obsidian. It was much easier. And put back the slabs. I always forget. And there you have it, guys. Skeleton, creeper, zombie. Easy as pie. Thanks for watching. I decided to add one last little bit. So, once you got your charge creepers and you get rid of them, it's good to come back up to the top and make sure that all your holes that are empty are covered up with some trapdoors. This way when you go to load it, you know what holes have creepers in them and which don't. The only bad thing, as I've done a couple of times, is I've fallen in these holes that are open while loading a charge creeper in. Another little tip or trick for you, which if you watch Cupfan's video, which I highly suggest. Oh, there's a little hidden feature from the new update. He talks about it in there. Basically, a 5x5 square around these center holes here gets hit with lightning, the charge creeper will ignite. If you have the trapdoor in it, for whatever reason, or I had the end rods in there, you won't get a charge creeper unless the lightning strikes the hole directly. So make sure you leave them open. You can still get charged creepers, it just is more difficult. And here's a little sneak. You can see I got 3 zombie heads, 2 skeleton, 1 creeper. And right as I enter, I've got 1 of each on either side of my entryway. Just kind of showcasing what I've done so far. So, anyway, you can still get charged creepers there. It's just less likely that that'll happen. So, just some things that I've learned. Make sure you remove the trapdoors. Make sure you only drop in 1 mob at a time. Make sure that you put some kind of block on either side. It doesn't have to be sand, but I prefer to use sand or gravel due to the fact that if you don't quite hit it right, it'll just drop down into place. So, we gotta go fix that piston real quick. And if you're like me and you have the availability to leave your console on while you're at work or at school or sleeping at night, that's the best thing to do. Earlier this week is when I got those 2 charge creepers that were side by side. The other one that I've had in there for a while. I like to bring friends on here and show them, because a lot of them haven't seen a charge creeper in survival Minecraft. My piston placing skills are amazing. Let's try one more time. Nope. Let's get out of here. This is a pain. This is a long process to get this far. I've also found in creative that our mob cap is right around 75 entities. It's somewhere around, I want to say 35 or 40 creepers that I load up in this thing. It gets harder and harder to find those unless I unload this farm and then come back in. So I got a little jungle out the couple hundred blocks away. I'm slowly switching these over too, so there's no more holes in the floor. Anyway, I got a jungle a couple hundred blocks away, and I'll just fly out over there and drag a creeper from the swamp, or just past the swamp in the jungle, through the swamp back into here, and load it up. So I've got 5 rows in here, and they're 8 containers long, so a total of 40 creepers I could load in this thing. That's it, guys. A lot of grind, a little bit of prep work, some AFK fishing, like I said, to get the name tags, or you can do some villager trading. I have both options here in my base, and I think I've used about a stack of name tags so far. I've had a few mishaps in here, and we've lost a few creepers, so that should have been filled. Anyway, people, thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like below if you did. And there it is.